everyone, as the title of this video states, in today's video we're going to be unboxing a new subscription box. This time it's from Beads to Live By. Cassandra, the owner, reached out to me and asked me if I would like to unbox their new subscription boxes, and I said absolutely. We love subscription boxes on this channel, don't we? Give me this video a big thumbs up if you agree with me. I love subscription boxes. Each one is like a present on Christmas, but not exactly on Christmas, and I'm not buying it for somebody else. It's for me. Anyway, they have two subscriptions to choose from. And today in this video, I'm going to be featuring the seed bead one. They have also a vintage button one, which I am excited to show you guys. But that one is going to be a surprise for the next video. This month, I'm going to be showing you August. And spoiler alert, if you don't want to see what's in it, then you might want to skip this video until you receive your box and watch this one for inspiration and come back to this one for inspiration. But today we're going to be, like I said, unboxing the seed bead one. And this one says that they were inspired by the late summer heat and their desire to spend as much time in the water as possible. And yes, I love August. It's kind of like saying goodbye to summer. So like I said, I'm going to show you guys in just a minute. Before that, I also have to let you know that you can, it comes with a coupon code, and it says that you can enjoy 10% off the purchase if you subscribe to the box. And according to the website, you can subscribe at a 3-month and a 6-month subscription. So you can save some little money by, save some extra money by choosing either or. So it's up to you guys. I will leave all the details in the description box below, along with the links to each subscription box. This video is not sponsored, but they did kindly send me a sample from the box for me to show you guys and provide some inspiration. So without further ado, let's stop with the suspense and get into it. All right, so I have my little beading mat, and I have some items here that I'll show you little by little. But this is what I have in the box that came in my box. And these are the seed beads. Aren't they gorgeous? They're all 11 O's. And you can see like this one has a little bit of like copper with the blues. It's mixed with some blue. This one's gorgeous. I love this color seed bead. And then we've got some matte ones, like this matte, like it looks like a sunflower yellow. We've got this cream colored one. We've got this beautiful matte teal. They almost look like they're frosted, but I guess they're matte. And this gorgeous, it looks like it's a sand color or champagne, but there's a little bit of AB to it. And I'm going to be taking them out of the bags in just a minute here. I just don't want them to go everywhere. We've got this gorgeous teal. It's more like a green. No, I would say this is a green because looking at beside this one is the teal. Gorgeous, makes you think of the sea, gorgeous green color. And then we've got some matte opaque greens as well. Look at how gorgeous. Now, I'm not, if you've seen me unbox the Potomac bead boxes, I'm not a big seed beader, but I do use seed beads in my wire working and when I string beads. So at first I was like, well, I'm not a big seed beader and I didn't want to disappoint, but you know what? Then I realized, wait a second. I love using seed beads in my wire working as well. So that's kind of the inspiration that you will see from me here for these seed beads. What we're going to do today is fun, since it's basically back to school time. I'm going to show you some fun, how to make a fun necklace and bracelet. You can either make them for your son or daughter, or you can sit down and do some beading with them and have them make their own designs. It's kind of, I think it would be a fun family project. So let me show you. So first, what I'm going to do is put these to the side. I'm going to let you know what you need. So I have one of these little trays so that everything doesn't go flying everywhere. So we're going to need, and this is, you can substitute it with anything else you want. And once you see the project, then you'll realize if you have other things in your stash you can substitute with, you definitely can do that. But I have some of these corrugated gold beads. I have some of these really pretty tubes, gold tubes. I'm going with gold because I have a lot of gold, and I'm going to show you also I have a pendant too. I have a lobster clasp in gold. You can absolutely trade this for silver. I just have all these. I have a lot of gold, I just realized. And we're going to need some of these, what do you call them? Some crimps. And then I have some of these wire guards. And I have a pendant here that I thought would be perfect. I got this, I believe this one is from Jesse James Beads. Yeah, I think I got this from them in one of their ambassador boxes. Look at how pretty this pendant is. It's got all the colors, almost all the colors in these seed beads, so I thought it'd go perfect. Now, what I'm gonna do is take, you can either do one or two things. You can choose to make it like color blocked, or you can do like my inspiration here. What I wanna do is I want to make a cute mix. So I'm thinking some of these blues or this teal green here, this opaque green as well, and some of these. And like I said, you can, if you do this maybe with your kids, this is a fun project to do, or get the box, for subscription box, and give it to them this time. Next time it's for mom. So what I'm gonna do is just kind of mix them up like a soup. You can also have one of those, what do they call those, bead spinners? I haven't gotten one of those. I have every tool on the planet, I think, but I have not gotten a bead spinner. Oh, and you're also going to need some wire, beading wire, I'm sorry. And so I have some soft flex wire, which is one of the ambassadors for Beads to Live By. And this one is turquoise. So look at that beautiful color. That it would be just perfect with this necklace. For tools, you're going to need some wire cutters, or your cutters. And we are going to need some crimping pliers. So normally a choker is about 16 inches, but you might want to measure if you're, making it for somebody specific. You might want to measure them if they're available, but usually it's about 16 inches. So I'm going to take this turquoise. Softflex has the most beautiful beading wires. So pretty. So what I'm going to do is 20 inches, because it's 16, but I'm leaving enough space for the crimping. We are going to need a bead stopper. So they have either large ones or these little cute ones. And you can get those. Not sure if the Beads to Live By has it on their website, but you can definitely check. Otherwise, they are from Beadalon. So what we're going to do is just put one end here so that our beads don't fall off, see? Just like that. And now all we're going to do is start stringing until we get 16 inches. And the order does not matter, because that's why we did, obviously, a bead soup. All right, so I will continue this and I'll be right back. All right, so I forgot to mention, I'm gonna do half, and then after I loaded up this half, then what I'm gonna do is use some of these little guys. So I'm putting the corrugated bead right on here. Needs to go straight through. There we go. Then I'm going to take this pendant and a jump ring, and then my pliers, not tweezers, oh my goodness, my pliers. And I don't know, I got a piece of fuzz here. What is this? And that fuzz does not want to go away. then I'm going to put the jump ring on. And we can close. Then add this here. Like that. I'll wear the corrugated bead. There we go. Now that we have these two on, then I'm going to go ahead and finish adding the other seed beads. All right, so I'm done with stringing all the beads on here. So what goes first is I'm going to add our crimp tube, our 2mm crimp tube. I'm going to add that. Then we can add our wire guardian. Now wire guardians, you don't have to use this, but it's really nice to have if, for example, the piece is going to be worn a lot. It helps the wire, it helps to protect, you know, hence the name. It helps to protect the wire from breaking and, you know, because of the friction. Let's add our, let's see, we added our lobster clasp. Besides, I also always think that adding a wire guardian gives it a really nice finish, because if you see here, once you add your clasp or lobster clasp, in this case, you can see how pretty the finished look is, especially if you sell your jewelry. At least in my opinion, I think that makes it look so much better. And I can't thread the wire back through the beads, which is another reason to have a wire guardian. I can't add the wire back through the beads, and I usually like to do that to keep it, you know, secure as well. But we have a wire guardian, and that should help with any, like I said, any friction. So now we can grab our crimping pliers, and many of you might know how to do this already, but for those that are new with beading, you can see here how there's different divots in our crimping plier. There's different divots, but there's this big long one, and that's where you start. And what I like to do is have this side, where the bottom divot is, you know, like the bottom B, have it facing down. That way I can basically cradle the crimping tube in there, the crimp tube, and then squeeze from here. Now before I do that, you need to remember, or a big tip is to never allow these wires, the beading wire, to cross, because if you let it cross, it's another reason. Once you crimp it, you'll break the beading wire is made out of a lot of little strands. So if you crimp it with the wires crossed, you're basically tearing into those strands and weakening your jewelry. So you just kind of make sure that they are nice and straight in there, and then you'll squeeze. The top will come down and it'll turn it into like that little, see how it's got the same divot? And then you can find, depending on the size of your crimp tube, then you can find one of these three. I like to put it in the middle, these other three little divots, and then put it on the side. Let me just see if the camera will pick it up. You put the crimp tube on its side, kind of like a little taco, and you squeeze, and that will close this crimp tube up. See how it closed it up here? Now, big tip, do not squeeze here, because again, you're going to be pressing into those wires. And this was a tip given to me by Meredith at Beadalon. They manufacture a lot of these components, including the crimp tubes. So don't squeeze again with your pliers here. It's just the way it is, just the way the pliers did it on the side. That's all you need. You don't need anything extra. Now you take it here, you take your little, this is why these little side cutters are really nice to have instead of the big ones, because you can really get in there. They're nice and fine. And just cut it off, and now you have your first side done. Now you can take your bead stopper off and do the same with this side. So I'll speed through that. All right, now I have put this on here. Another tip I wanted to do, which is why I slowed it down, is also don't put your crimp way too tight against the beads. You don't want this to be stiff. Otherwise you'll break your beads. You want it to be nice and pliable like this so that you can move your necklace. So like I said, it's not stiff and you don't break any of these beads when you're wearing it, and it lays nicely again. And there we go. We have a beautiful fun choker. Can be for the beach or for the start of the school year. It's kind of a really nice necklace to wear on your first day of school. That's what I was kind of thinking, back to school. And I have that one and the other one that I was wanting to show you guys quick. So now let's say you just want something that is one tone, and I love the jewel tone of this blue. It's like a teal or a blue-green or ocean blue. I don't know if you can see it right there. So let's say you just want to do that one, and you want to add this one as a complementary color. And then here's where we're going to bring in our little tubes, these tubes here. So I'm just going to move this to the side. Now for a bracelet, it's usually about 7.5 to 8 inches, but you can also add an extender chain. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to clip a foot just to be on the safe side, because I've gone too short before and then I can't crimp it because I have no room. You know, it's hard to handle. Again, we're going to add our bead stopper like that. And so now what I'm going to do is, let me see if 10 will work, how 10 looks. 1, 2, there's 10. You can add that here, and then we can add, you can also do a really long one so that they could wrap it around, but I'm just going to do this, and then I'm just going to add this tube here, and then I'm going to add 10 of these. And we've got 10 of these like that, and add another tube. So just keep going around till you have you could either measure it on your hand if it's for you, or just measure it to your 10, to measure it to your 7.5 or 8 inches, whatever fits you. If you want to do it for, if you sell your jewelry, then I recommend using an extender chain so that it fits different sizes of wrists. So let me go finish this and I'll be right back. Okay, so I finished the bracelets. I did add some wire guardians or wire guards. I guess everybody calls them different. And then the little gold tubes. I think they look super cute. I made 2 so you could see how you can stack them. You can also use, if you don't want to use beading wire, you can use elastic wire. That way you also don't have to fuss with a chain. But on this one, I added a little, since the colors are just perfect for it, I added a little starfish as a charm. So it goes perfect with the set, as you can see here. So only these are too big for me. As you can see, I can take them off. So these are the 2 examples for the Beads to Live by Curated Collections bead box, or seed bead box, because there's another one which I will be making a separate video for. I'll also be probably doing a shorts to show you how you can use these for earrings. Like I said, seed beads are so versatile. You can use them in so much. They don't just have to be, like these intricate designs. You can use them in so many things. You can use them also as little loops to put charms on. Like I said, I know I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff with these, and I'll be posting those either in a little short tutorial here on my shorts, or on Instagram. So I totally suggest that you check out my Instagram account so that you can see the finished pieces that I make with all the subscription boxes that I get. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button along with the bell that's right beside it, so you can check out my next a tutorial using the other box from Beads to Live By. A big thank you to Cassandra from Beads to Live By for sending me these gorgeous seed beads and the other special items. But in the meantime, I'm going to leave you with some more inspiration with this video right here that you can check out. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you over there.